Mini Drak! No, I did warn you, you're going to have to turn the volume down on this one. This one is going to be rather loud. Now, Mini Drak, Mini Drak, Mini Drak, Mini Drak, in the house, in the United Kingdom, live unboxing, and I'm sorry I've already been in it, no apologies at all. Now, my name's Matt, welcome aboard. As you've probably already guessed, we are going to be unboxing a Mini Drak in this unboxing of a Mini Drak episode, and Matt, who is aged 12 and 1/4, is rather excitable. Now, I do need to keep an eye on the chat. You can see what's going on with the chat underneath here as well. That's live chat which is going on. I would like to say a massive hello to James. Kev's on here live as well. Thomas, Arthur, who else we got on? John is on board as well. If you're in here live too, the little chat box on the right hand side, you can say howdy. If you've got any questions, you can let me know. Now, why should you hang around for this episode besides listening to some crazy enthusiastic Brit with a model? In short, the Mini Drak could just be the model for you in 2017. I have been dribbling and drooling over this thing for months. I've had 2 on pre-order with the guys over at Team Legit, and I would like to do a massive hat tip for Johnny for sorting me out with this one, because it's like nigh on almost ready to go. No, what's a Mini Drak? Man, wash your mouth out with soap! Like I said, this one is going to be rather loud. The language may turn into a bit of a slur as we go through as well. No apologies, it's a Mini Drak. Ta-da-da! So this literally arrived this morning. I saw it stayed in customs for 8 days. 8 days it stayed in custom. I thought it'd gone into like this big black hole, which I don't know where she's been. She needs to be ragged. And yes, according to Robin, hi Matt, it's like Christmas, not Valentine's. Yes, we've been running several jokes in the Facebook group about the Mini Drak, or it being Valentine's Day. Apparently there was some mix-up. I thought she said buy a wing, not a ring. You know, the puns are just coming in left, right and centre. So Thumbs, FPV, howdy fella. So, yeah, Lee. What can I say? Mini Drak. Let's get her open, fuck this. Right. I did get slapped with import tax for £16.10. Frankly, I didn't care. They did write me a lovely little love letter in the box as well. I'll read it out for you. Hi, Matt. We really enjoyed the talk the other night. We really hope that you enjoy the Mini Drak and you rag the nuts off it. Team Legit. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate the personalised comment in there. Yeah, I think you're right, was. Kev, it must have been customs having a sneaky, and I mean sneaky, fly in the background. So, we can't see it. She's naked. Let's open her up and take a look-sees. So, you may recognise this one. And the reason why you may recognise it is because that was the first one to go and get hydro dipped. Look at that. You are allowed to lick the screen. There we go. Look at that. Oh, and it has, look, baby unicorn horns. Yes, baby unicorn horns. It's got the servo the size of a small continent in there. I don't even know what they are, to be honest. Yeah, happy days. Look, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Right, I must put this down. I must make space on my desk to fit this in. What else we got in there? Oh, you ready for this? I'm going to do some slow pan shots. Are you ready for this? We're going to do just a slow pan shot. Look at that. Mini Drak. Mini Drak. Mini Drak. Mini Drak. Oh, yes. Lee FPV, you've hit the nail on the head. Now, let me just give you like some background to this. To the best of my knowledge, there is only 9 of the Mini Draks in the wilds at the present. One of them jumped ship from the United States and came to the United Kingdom of Wetness for a damn good ragging. It has been set up with the right-wing secret source motor and power package in here as well. Absolutely, I've got no idea. It's a 2814 1700 kV motor on the back. I do know this model's been flown, which is fantastic. I don't even know the wingspan. I find you don't even care what the wingspan is, to be brutally honest. I'm sure Team Legit have got all the specifications over on their website. And of course, Chris Click, who's the actual creator of the Mini Drak as well. All the details will be over on the Right Wing website as well. James, what is it? I don't know. Maybe it's a Mini Drak! It's a Mini Drak, and I have no apologies for shouting. I'm like age 12 and 1/4 right now. So let's put the fuse down. That's as far as I got into the box. I had to take the missus out this morning for breakfast because I only realised at 5 o'clock this morning, like, oh, pants, 14th of February, it's, Valentine's Day. It's like, oops. Would you like to go out for breakfast, honey? While we're there, I just do need to nip in the post office and go and collect something because I'm pretty sure it would have got slapped with import tax. So I'm here trying to work my way into this. Flying Amiibo, it's not red. In fact, I will make one exception for the fast. And by the way, if you don't know what the comment is about, we had several votes over a couple of days about the Mini Drak. Sorry, not the Mini Drak. Mini Drak, you know. Red being the fastest colour because I've just been in possession of the Hobby King EF Extra. Which is 100 miles an hour out of the box. Absolutely crazy, and that one is due to be maiden this Thursday. So, like I said, I've got 5 models to be maiden on Thursday, and the Mini Drak will be one of those. Oh, that's cool. That is, I've not seen that done before. That is peculiar. Check that out. Have you ever seen that before? They've got inserts inside the core flute for where the shafts go through, or the spars go through, should I say. Let's go and grab the other wing as well. Let's have a quick look. Nobilis says, I want mine. Yes, Kev, apparently, legend has it about the Mini Drak that they do spit fire out the rear end of them. Now, I'm sure this thing's going to rip the sky new one. It is going to need lube on the day we take this one up. Just on a practical point of view, I will be loading mine up with a Yggdrasil vector. Now, the reason it doesn't need a vector, let's just be 100% honest here. This thing, I'm expecting for it to fly like it's on rails out of the box. I genuinely do feel that. But can you just imagine how upset? Honestly, I would probably cry if this thing went off on its own little mission somewhere else. So it will have an Yggdrasil vector fitted in there, mainly for security, as in if I do get myself in a stupid position from doing something rather silly, I do have click, come home now, you know. So I will be putting, like I said, I will be putting an Yggdrasil vector in there. I don't want to go off on too much of a tangent about the Yggdrasil vector, but put it this way, when I've needed the vector, when I've needed a model to come home, the vector got me home, and I've got a separate video on my YouTube channel about the Yggdrasil vector. Just look it up. There's a little clip in there from Fast and the Furious about the Buster getting you home. That's what I class the vector is, and yeah, there will be a vector put in this model, not because it needs the stabilization, it's brown switch. If I ever get myself into a stupid situation or we have a blackout or something like that, I'm sure you've all run into it on the flight line. Somebody's turned up and just plugged in a quad or something like that. It's blowing out your FPV vision. I need it as a safety net. There's a lot of time, money and effort involved in a model like this. So, and like I said, this is the only one, to my knowledge, in the United Kingdom of wetness right now. So, crazy. Flying Amiibo says, what's it made of? I already know, but I can tell you by looking at it, it's molded EPP. So those of you which remember the Sky Shadow, which came out recently, unlike EPP for like race wings, like the FG36, the Twinzoo, or the Wombat, for example, which is cut EPP. So they use a hot wire to cut the actual foam material. It's expanded polypropylene, and it's got some other stuff in it to make it bubble out, blah, blah, blah. Sorry, that's the non-technical version. With molded EPP, that is the solution. Again, I'm trying to numb this down. Basically, the solution is injected into a mold, and because it's molded EPP, it's a stronger material, more resilient material. I may be incorrect on that one, but yeah, wow. Yes, Matt, I agree. She's a stunner. We're going to go and get her knocked up. So we've got 2 wings here. We've got some spars, which I need to get open. And literally all I've done was while we were in the cafe this morning having breakfast with the missus, and like I said, I bought you a wing for Valentine's Day. I got away with this. I have no idea at all. I really don't. And so we got a pair of spars. I don't even know which way around they go, to be brutally honest. Let's get those out of the way. I will go and get a setup here on the side so we can all sit back and just like lick it. You know? Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So let me move those to the side. I did get, by the looks of it, a load of goodies in the bag as well. Oh, wow. Thank you, Team Legit. Jones and Hobbies. Another one. Brilliant. I love stickers. I really do. Little baby Team Legit wings. I think that's super cool. And some big ones as well. Very cool. Thank you, guys. What else we got on here? Right. You see that on that side? I do really like their little tags. And they've been and sent me 4 of them. And some neck straps as well. So I might have to do a cheeky giveaway of the neck straps, not the Mini Drak. Sorry, that is non-negotiable. But we'll have to do a giveaway on these at some point in the near future. Propeller, no idea, is the honest answer. I can't ping Johnny over at Team Legit right now. He's in California, and I'll wake him up because it's probably like 2 o'clock in the morning with those guys, especially as on a tight which prop. I'm not too fussed about the props. I know that I've got pretty much every prop I could imagine available to me. And if I don't have the one which I need right here, then I'll just frankly get on the phone and just phone up whoever I know, which might have a propeller, which is the right one. Or the worst case, underprop it. That's the worst case scenario. So let me just go and get it knocked up. That sounds really wrong, doesn't it? I'm going to knock up a Mini Drak. Maybe we get mini Draks. Hey, that would be cool. Right, let's not even go there. Right, I'm just going to stick this. I need to check these around. I have no idea. Oh, they have been laminated it after for me. So let me just go and break the seals on the shafts. Now, Johnny did tell me that because this was the first Mini Drak to be molded, is that it was not the best, not molded, hydro dipped, is that it, check that on there, is that there is a patch or 2 which came off, and it was a really funny conversation with Johnny. And if you haven't seen the interview with Johnny, we did it about a week ago, or something like that, and that's over on the YouTube channel. And me and Johnny had a little chat afterwards, and it was a hilarious conversation, because I said, look, you know that other Mini Drak which you've got there, does it need a new home? And he said, well, I could be persuaded. And then he said, well, and then it's got this wrong with it, and it's got a power package in it, and you'll have to pay. And I was like, Johnny, I don't care. And by the time I said, Johnny, I don't care about 3 times, he kind of got the point. So he sent me the invoice for it, and happy days. I'm just Matt, age 12 on one quarter with 2 halves of a Mini Drak in his hands. Calm down, Matt. Yeah. Unbelievable. Now, I do need to calm myself down and get this on the right way round. I assume it doesn't matter which way round these go. So let's get this hooked up. As far as assembly time for these, you probably, and again, let's be fair here, with a model like this, you are going to be spending some time and attention on this. Now, annoyingly, have I put that on the wrong way round? Yes, I have. Is probably overall build time, you are going to be looking at approximately 4 hours. I would say something like that, because if you're going to spend this kind of money on a model, and let's face it, it's not a cheap model by any stretch of the imagination. Well, come on, it's a Mini Drak. Duh. Is that it? Let's get this on here a second. maybe I should have put those spars in the middle. And it doesn't look like we've got a servo hole cut out for these. So I'm going to skip those. So apologies, she's not going to be as gorgeous as maybe she could be. Let me stick that shaft in there. Chris says, what motor size have they fitted? It's a 2814 2814 1700 kV, and it's branded as Right Wing. So I know Chris over at Team Legit have got his own brand. At Right Wing have got their own brand of motors. They call them Secret Sauce. So what combination of wiring they've got inside, nobody knows, in short. So let's go and get this one hooked up. And frankly speaking, it would have been a much better idea to have put the shafts in here first, rather than ramming it through the wings. Ah, I see. That's clever. So yeah, this would definitely fit in a suitcase. Those of you crazy enough to take this thing away on holiday with you. I'm just going to stick that in there for now and fold that around. Let's go and do the other wing while we're here. Now, obviously, I'm not going to go and power up. That needs a little bit more time and attention than what I'm about to go and give it. And I will also be going over the laminate as well. There's a few places which I feel that personally could do with a little bit of improvement, but that's all minor in the scheme of things. What's that, 10 minutes with a heating iron on there? Flying Amiibo says, hey, I hope it's calm on Thursday. Well, something like this should be able to chop for the win, no issue at all. And I am struggling a bit to get that shaft in. So I'm just going to tidy that up, a little bit of laminate up there on one side, a little bit. And apologies, this has literally just been an arrival of me this morning. So you're seeing this as I'm seeing it as well. And obviously I'll go back over this later. Come on, in you go. There we go. Needed a little bit of gentle persuasion. Let's get the servo hole. Again, I'll need to check the wiring on the servos. At the moment, I'm just stuffing them in any old way just to make them fit so that we can see them or see her. Ready for this? Mini Drak! Look at that! So I really do feel sorry for you which are watching this at night, because I am not holding back at all. That is, ladies and gents, a Mini Drak. What a fucking model. I'm not kidding you, this really is going to fall down as probably the model to own in 2017. I don't know what else I can say. It's a Mini Drak. And look, it's a leopard skin Mini Drak. I can't help but look at it. It's fucking cool, man. And no apologies for swearing. It is what it is. So, yeah, I'll tell you what. Let's do a look at this a little bit more realistically. We've got two little bays either side. One of them will have our video transmitter in it, and the other one will have our receiver in there. And I'm just going to put those parts to one side. Little core flute edges on there, nice and straightforward. Yeah, we've got, now I can see the servo leads which we've got in there, which the guys have hot glued in. Thank you, gents. On there, let's move this one up. They have used some kind of cement or paint by the looks of it to cover up the back of the motor. If we lift up this front hatch bay, which straightforwards in there. Johnny did say something about not sticking in the spars on the top, and I can see we're missing spars on the top. Now, Johnny did say something about that. I can't remember what he said. As far as payload goes, I will take a quick look to see what batteries which we've got sat here. Let me grab something like that. 5200 multi-star pack 10C 4S. Oh wow, that just fits in there super easy. Let me just tip her up so you can see for yourself. There is loads of room in there. I have no idea where the C of G of this one is. I would guess it's probably underneath the front two little reinforcement spars on the top. Just by looking at the model, that's where I guess it would be. And again, I'll ping Johnny later and get the CG off him. Absolutely super cool, to say the least. I did have to pay the guys a little bit extra, and the reason why I did that, because they'd already pre-installed the servos. Heck, why you're going to chop out some perfectly good servos. We did have the secret source motor on the back. We've got, looks like one of the original run cams we got on there. And we've got a hole cut out for a run cam 2 by the looks of it on the front. And they've actually made a really nice job on that as well. So yeah, happy days. That means FPV. That means also we'll be able to get some HD recording too. There's plenty of room. Let me just put this pack in here a second. Let me just give that into proportion. You could you could fit 2 of those packs in there if you were that way inclined. There's plenty of room to move the battery around, or a battery around in here. Yeah, I will probably, I'm guessing that's, yeah, I'm kind of like right on this front spar. I would guess that's around about the CG point on here. I would put the, I'm going to put the vector back here on the side. I do need to put the receiver in, the video transmitter in here for FPV, and I've also got a GPS unit to get stuck somewhere. I'm not entirely sure where I'm going to wire that one in just yet. I've not really given it any consideration as of yet where I'm going to mount that. But wow, what a super little cool model. What I'm now going to go and do for you is I'm going to go and take some photographs of her. I am going to spend a few minutes. I'm going to take my time to get these fins on so she does look her best, because obviously we are missing the 2 vertical stabilizers in there, and that doesn't look particularly good. So I will go and take 10 minutes to go and sort this one out, and then I'm going to go and get some photographs of her, and I'm going to stick those in the Facebook group. Now, I haven't updated the video description yet with the link to the Facebook group. I will do that afterwards. Of course, it's free to join. It's a Facebook group. The link's in the video description. Just click the join button in the top right hand corner, and I'm just going to plaster Mini Drak photographs all the way over this one. So we kind of mentioned about setup. We'll be using a decent sized battery pack. I've grabbed that one. I don't know if it's going to be able to chuck out enough Cs, like amps, because that's got a maximum. It's a 10C battery, so that's going to be 52 amps out on there. I do suspect that motor is going to require a little bit more, to say the least. So I do have a graphene 2200 4S pack available to me, so that's 65C. That will fit in there super easily. I do need some Velcro down there to be able to hold the battery still. Yeah. I'm just reading Chris's comment down there. Definitely inspired by the Klingon bird of prey. It does look absolutely amazing. In fact, I just need to cover myself up because this model is just sick. Absolutely sick. It's honestly, I really do feel like a 12 and 1/4 year old now, which is like Christmas is turned up in February, man. Wow, crazy. So what do I need to do from here? FPV gear, receiver. I'll either be sticking an L9R in there or an X8R in there as, for the receiver and the video transmitter. Of course, immersion RC for the receiver. Eagle Tree Vector sat in the middle. The only unknown for me right now is where I'm going to place the GPS unit on this one, because like I said, I am going to be running a Vector in here, not for the stabilization. This thing should like fly like it's on rails. It's more of a investment protection device. Okay, let's be fair. We're chucking around quite a few $100s worth of model all in. It would be crazy not to include a Vector in there. I've got one which I can rip out of, or not rip out, gently pull out of another model here, and then we'll put the wire and loom in here as well. As far as maiden, the maiden will be done on Thursday of this week in the United Kingdom of wetness. Hopefully it's not too wet here on Thursday. The weather has looked, it's slowly got better and better looking for Thursday, with only about 7-8 miles an hour per wind. That said, we know these ones fly easily up into 25 miles an hour plus. It should just cut straight through it, to say the least. Flying Amigo says, do the wings lock in or just push on? They just push on. They just push on is the short answer. To be honest, oh, hang on. We do, by the looks of it, have 2 bays on the bottom down here, which I will knock up some Velcro for, so that there is a physical restraint to hold the two wings on. Especially if you consider that because I know there is a vector in the device, in the model, I'm not going to be holding back, and just look at that. In fact, I think we should just pause for a moment just to admire her. We can look up her nose. There's a nose. We need to stick a run cam 2 in there. Scroll around. Absolutely beautiful. Really nice job which they've done on the hydro dipping. There is one section which didn't come out very well on the hydro dip, which is on her right wing, which is just there. That's no biggie for me because, frankly, I'm going to go and stick a sticker on it. That's probably the most sensible thing to do. So, ladies, gentlemen, fellow children who are aged 12 and 1/4, up or down a little bit, this is the Mini Drak. So me and her need to go and have some personal time together. And I'm going to quickly go over the top with the laminating iron, go and get her wired up. And Maiden Day is Thursday. So if you're not already subscribed, you'd like to see the maiden of this one, underneath this video where it says Matthew Ogborn and the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button. If you've enjoyed this live session, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments at all about the Mini Drak, please just ask. This is, like I said, to my knowledge, the first one in the United Kingdom, the first one to escape the United States, and Maiden Day is on Thursday. I will post what video I can do as far as video and photographs over the next couple of days, and I'll keep you up to date in the Facebook group. Like I said, once this live episode's finished, I will put a link to the Facebook group in the video description for you. The Mini Drak is only available right now on pre-order. I do have some good news for you. Apparently, the first batch of the Mini Draks have been and left Germany, where they've been molded for Chris Click over at Right Wing, and they should be hitting the United States sometime in the imminent future. Okay, if you haven't pre-ordered one of these, there's a link to the Team Legit website in the video description for you. I'm not affiliated with them. I just think they are really nice guys. I really like Johnny and I really like the team over there. So that's why I'm giving them a massive shout out for them. And they have enabled me to own what I class as the model for 2017, which is the Mini Drak. So I'm off to, like I said, going off and caress her. I'm going to rub her gently with a hot iron. We're going to get hot and steamy. We're going to melt some glue together. We're going to go and tinker with her wires. We're going to play with her ESC. We're going to see how the vector goes inside. I've got that question mark to answer over where I'm going to put the GPS unit in here. And I've got batteries to get charged for her. And then I'm going to lay her on a towel in the boot of the car. And then we're going to go out and rag the fucking nuts off here. I'm not going to hold back. These things are just mental. If you've seen any video footage of these, you know what they're like. And I ain't going to hold back. It is what it is. It's going to make some noise. It's going to be fast. And heck, it's a Mini Drak. So, with that said, Andrew says, get a room. Yes, Bradley, I do feel like a lucky boy. I would, of course, like to say thank you to you for joining me this morning here in the United Kingdom to enjoy the Mini Drak. Maiden Day is Thursday. I'll keep you updated in the Facebook group. So, ladies, gents, and children, thank you ever so much for joining me to appreciate the Mini Drak. So with that said, I'm off. Thank you ever so much for joining me today live. Like I said, the subscribe button's underneath this video if you want to see more videos, not as crazy as this one. Oh, except for the Maiden Day, and I'll be in a whole new league. If you thought today was loud, Thursday, all new league. And I don't apologise for any of it. It's just the way which I'm wired. If you've joined this episode, press the thumbs up. I'm going. I've now got to go and do some work and some caressing. And just excuse me while I just sit here and rub my Mini Drak. From myself, Matt, thank you ever so much for tuning in. I'll see you again shortly. Cheerios!